Howdy! What's good, everybody? It's your boy Roman Puts here with some more OPBR. Now, we just got the announcement of the new EX. We already knew who it was. We already knew who was coming. My character concept wasn't too far off, but it's actually pretty cool. So let's dive in. Let's look at this new Akainu. Let's take a look and see what he's got. Alright, here is our trailer for him. This is the one, the only, the Akainu. Now, he's got several things to take note of. You got your basic attacks. You can ignore that one. You got your skill one. This is basically copy pasta of the first version, but I think it goes in a full circle around you, which I kind of knew. You also have, these are increased basic attacks, which have increased range on the basic attacks, and they also leave a lava plume that you can see at the very end. And he also has his big Inarashi thing. That thing shoots the dog thing. We'll see. That shows it as kind of spicy, kind of saucy. But let's take a look. Let's look at his traits and his skills. I'm going to keep this short and quick for you guys. So, your character, let's actually go over his skills first. Your character skills, these are actually pretty legit translations. I want to shout out to, I think Karar posted this. I don't know if this was his, but this is like a pretty official translation. So him from the Facebook group. Thank you for that. So we have the skills. Skill 1, Crimson Hound Bite, a long-range area attack with a knockback. Good luck with that. Chance to inflict, incinerate, nullify, stagger for a set period of time, acquire speed debuff at level 5. Okay, so that's, speed debuffs are like whatever. I don't really care for those. Skill 2, Meteor Volcano. Puts the character in a mag state. I told you guys about lava armor. I told you guys that shit was happening. A mid-range area attack with a chance to inflict Incinerate. That's a new effect, new status effect, and sets the magma chamber become temporarily invincible after use. When in your mag state, attack is increased, character gains status effect nullification, like Red Sabo, and nullifies, where was it? Nullifies, oh, and normal attacks can set 3 magma chambers at once. Magma chambers are like little lava plumes that kind of sit on the ground that can take damage. You'll see it at the bottom right there. Magma state will be removed after a certain period of time or a certain amount of damage is received. The magma chamber will erupt when enemies come near it or after a certain period of time and will deal a close range area attack with a chance to inflict incinerate, after which it will disappear. So it's kind of like, probably like those Caesar slime bombs is the best way to describe what that's like. So keep that in mind. Now your traits. This is the interesting stuff. When in mag status, dodges without taking damage or accompanying effects up to 3 times. So you can ignore damage for 3 hits, which is kind of nice. Nullifies both a flame and incinerate. When performing a perfect dodge, sets a magma chamber that is going to like do little lava plumes. The invisible for 3 things is going to be kind of nutty. I think it's going to be kind of a workaround for a lot of characters. You're going to have to keep that in mind. I still think, luckily, I don't know, we'll get to my final verdict on him, what I'm thinking. Obviously, he's not out yet. I don't know, he's still kind of seeming tempting to me. When attacking an enemy inflicted with Incinerate, increased damage dealt by 30%. You have a lot of things that inflict Incinerate. It's going to be very easy, and it's nice because it doesn't have to be on a treasure. So you have lots of places you can do fat damage. When dealing damage to an enemy with 70% or more of their HP remaining, increases the cooldown time of their dodge by 50%. That's going to be very annoying for people. And just, yes, all you have to do is hit them once and then their dodge is like on cooldown. So, kind of nutty. After KOing an enemy, reduces the cooldown time of skill 1 by 30%, recovers HP by 15%. It's kind of nice. His sustain isn't too crazy, so I appreciate that. 15% is not too crazy on heals like Rob Lucci. He doesn't heal too much, so that's really, really nice. When enemies are inflicted with Incinerate, increased attack by 10%, up to 50%, resets when KO'd. That's fantastic. That's like, I'm down for that. I can definitely work with that. Let's see, I'll zoom it out a little bit so you guys can read that. After receiving damage from an enemy, which is more than 50% of your max HP, reduces damage received by 30%. Pell has that trait, if you guys know. It's kind of not really noticeable, but it actually does put in a lot of work, so it does do things. When your team has less treasures secured, boost the cooldown reduction speed of skill 2 by 50% and boost the cooldown reduction speed of dodge by 50%. Kind of nice. Now, these are him. He kind of sounds obnoxious to deal with. I think there are actually some pretty good amounts of blue attackers. Shanks probably actually will do pretty decently against him. Big Mom, probably not. I think Monster Chopper will be a pretty good one. If you can get past the 3 hits of invincibility, you can use skill 1. You won't be able to tremor him because when he's in his magma state, he's not going to be able to be tremored. So keep that in mind. If you use skill 1, you should be able to smash him, and this trait of reducing damage by 30% right here won't matter because your skill ignores damage reduction. So you can use skill 1, you should be able to smash him for a fat amount of damage. And if he's on his own treasure, you should be able to destroy him. So I think Monster Chopper will actually be really good and come in really clutch here. I think Pell will be alright, but the knockbacks are always an issue for Pell, so this will be a like hard struggle. But other than that, I think Pell will, if he doesn't have a skill 1 up, Pell will actually probably be able to demolish Akainu, potentially. So Pell and Monster Chopper are looking like pretty good go-tos. Stanky Frankie looks like he'll be very insane. If you reduce the incinerate time, you don't have that status effect, so that means he doesn't have damage increase. So if you're Stanky Frankie, aka Mega Frankie, whatever that whatever the robot Frankie is. So that thing will be pretty good. So I think those are some pretty three likely go-tos that you're going to want to use when trying to fight this kid. These are not 100% set in stone. We'll have to wait till he comes out and see how they actually perform against him. I will be covering that. We're going to go over. I'm going to try and look for counters right away to see what we can get to defeat him. But that's what I'm kind of looking at off the top of my head on ideas that you can use to go and fight against him. Honestly, Magellan might not be a bad choice either. Magellan's kind of still pretty saucy. And yeah, Magellan. So that is what I have for you guys, and that is our Akainu traits and skills. So let me know what you guys. All right, you guys, that's our Akainu. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I'm interested to see, are you guys gonna poll? Are you guys not? I know many of you have been saving, so you're probably just gonna poll anyway. But I know many of you are bored. So, and he does a copy paste, but I'm not turning that down because I thought that same for Law and Kid, but I actually really enjoyed them and they were really good. So that is our Akainu. Traits and skills fully translated. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'm Boy Romanfuss. I'm gonna be taking off. Also, be sure to catch the live stream tonight. We're going to be summoning on him, at least on the alt account. We'll see about it on the main account. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm Boy Romanfuss. I'm gonna be taking off. Yeah, holy peace, beautiful people.